Sometimes when you're a small business owner or you're an entrepreneur, you're a digital nomad, you might need to have a virtual receptionist service. So in today's conversation, I really want to explain to you how to choose a virtual receptionist service. Okay. So here is the overview. Before we even get into the steps, let me first explain everything to you at a very high level. What does a virtual receptionist do? Let's have a clear conversation about that. So a virtual receptionist can serve just like a regular receptionist in your company who sits at the entrance, right? Answering visitors' queries, taking phone calls, booking appointments, and discharging other inbound services. Nothing complicated. However, the benefits of utilizing virtual receptionist services go far beyond that because many businesses today are remote. For example, e-commerce stores. Customers from around the globe might have questions about your services and pricing and all want to call you at the same time. Think about it. So if their queries come at odd hours in your location, you may be unable to take those business calls and emails immediately. So small businesses may be unable to hire several in-house customer service representatives. I mean, think about it. Think about the cash, like the budget you have to do for payroll, whatever. It's just crazy. So the best virtual receptionist service providers typically operate 24/7, so they can take incoming calls outside of your business hours. Small businesses may also find them more affordable than hiring in-house staff. In addition, an excellent virtual receptionist will usually have bilingual receptionists catering to non-native English speakers. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. I really appreciate having you here. I love to have this kind of conversation about anything virtual receptionist, virtual mailbox, virtual anything. Okay. So what makes a good virtual receptionist service? Well, aside from offering inbound services, top virtual receptionist services may also provide things like outbound calling, scheduling appointments, call scripting, call recording. You have order processing, for example, transferring calls, web chats, mobile app. You can have reports and analytics based on data collected from the call. Now, you might be thinking this is like, it sounds basic. It doesn't sound basic at all. It's super, super, super important. Not only from an operational perspective, but also from a branding perspective. How do your business partners view you, boss? Talk to me about that. Do you have a business? Do you have a startup? So how do you actually position yourself in the industry? And a receptionist says it all. Okay, it says a lot about your level of professionalism. Now, let me give you the approach I really want you to follow right now, okay? So when we talk about a virtual reception service, you're talking about tasks such as call center services, including call answering, appointment scheduling, and other inbound services. In addition, this service can handle an extensive range of admin tasks depending on the plan you subscribe to. So here we have some kind of overlap between a VA, a virtual assistant, and a virtual receptionist. So virtual receptionist services are also called answering services, live answering services, call center services, or virtual answering services. Okay. And note that bots and auto attendant programs may handle an answering service. On the other hand, a live virtual receptionist is a real human and therefore will be more effective in delivering personalized experience to callers, right? And that's what you need. You need to have a personalized experience, not a robot trying to sing, music in your ears, blah, 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 talking in a very monotonous tone. You don't want that, okay? By the way, boss, let me quickly remind you, today's topic, we're having a conversation about how to choose a virtual receptionist service for your business. Okay. Now, how does a virtual receptionist really work? Let's just break it down for you. I want to go a little granular here so we all have a clear understanding of what we're talking about. So basically, just picture this. I want you to close your eyes right now and just picture this. So when a call comes in, okay, people calling you, okay, a virtual receptionist answers the phone on your behalf, on behalf of the business, and handles the call according to the business's instructions. So you got to really say, when somebody calls, say this, don't say this, don't say that. Okay. Those instructions may involve taking a message, transferring the call to a specific person or department, or scheduling appointments. In addition, some call center services help with marketing campaigns, especially when working with a marketing firm. And although call center services will require some information from the company, they must do extensive research on their product service to assist callers in the best way possible. Now, you might be thinking, well, this is kind of cool, but what kind of benefits am I getting from this? Well, you have a ton of benefits, boss. Whew, it's just crazy. But you have a lot of benefits that virtual receptionists offer. And I'm not really even talking about just on the money side. I mean, the money side is huge anyway, but you got to think about the branding, your image, your company's image. Okay. Here are some of the benefits that you stand to gain from subscribing to a virtual answering service. First of all, by handling inbound services on your behalf, virtual receptionists can help free up time so your in-house team can become more productive at your core business operations. When I'm talking about core business operations, I'm talking about things that really make you money, things that make you revenue, things that generate the revenue that you need to survive in this very tough environment, boss. It's all about opportunity cost. Don't you waste time on small ass tasks that really don't give you anything in terms of revenue. You want to focus. You want to redirect your team's minds and your team's energy and your team's times on things that really matter. Call center services offer trained receptionists, meaning you can create great first impressions on your callers. Not just any random, exhausted employee who will be taking your business calls. No, those are really professionals who have a script. They have a script. They know how to talk. Call center services can help improve sales through outbound calling and marketing campaigns. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Also, if you are trying to improve your sales funnel strategies, you're trying to improve your telemarketing strategies. You're trying to think about your email marketing and a host of other issues, other activities that you have. A virtual receptionist can help. Okay, 24/7 answering services mean your customers never have to wait until your business resumes daily. So while you're just sleeping at night, really taking care of business and just having fun and relaxing, you have a virtual receptionist working for you. And by subscribing to call centers services, customer queries can be resolved without bothering you or your team. And that's the peace of mind I'm talking about. That's the peace of mind that you need to have, right? It's not just about the money. I told you, it's not, but it's also about the productivity that your team can actually have, because they're not wasting their time on stuff that is just like meaningless. Really, it's important, but it is meaningless for your work streams. And call recordings, reports, and analytics can help with quality assurance. So now let's make a decision here, okay? The decision is that how much does the virtual receptionist cost? Because you need to really have a clear idea about, are you breaking the bank or are you saving the bank? So the cost of answering services varies based on the number of answering minutes your business needs. Most providers, based on our analysis, they offer multiple plans. You're talking about incremental plans. Gradual plans, okay, multi-layered plans, nothing static. No, they're trying to really adapt the service based on their service based on the needs that you have. So with the more expensive packages, they actually support more advanced features. It is just pure logic anyway. So virtual receptionist cost can range from $180 a month to $3,000 a month. Note that the seemingly most affordable option may not always meet your needs. Of course, you may desire more than just basic answering services like reporting and outbound calling. So ensure that you compare prices alongside features when choosing an answering service. Also look out for hidden fees, okay? Don't let anybody trying to razzle dazzle you, trying to confuse the hell out of you, because no. Please ask them all the costs that pertain to your plan. And they must be upfront with it, okay? Answering service may charge you pay by the minute, monthly fees, or tiered pricing. That's what I spoke about. Incremental pricing, layered pricing. Okay. By the way, boss, want to quickly again contextualize the conversation we're having. We're talking about how to choose a virtual receptionist service for business. Okay. That's really the fulcrum of today's conversation. So the thing is, can a virtual receptionist service be customized to meet your business's needs. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, the level of customization is just crazy. I mean, you don't want to think about it. It's just crazy. Like what they can do, you just have to give them all your business's specs, and they will actually analyze your business ins and outs, your operational work streams. They will see what you really need, your goals and whatnot, and they will customize this for you. Not a problem, okay? So that they can meet your unique needs. And and this includes things like setting up custom call scripts, integrating with other business tools, and providing specialized services such as appointment scheduling. So this is just fantastic. And the cool thing we love here is that the availability. Boss, if it's midnight where you are at, you can be sleeping, chilling, whatever, and your virtual receptionist service is available 24/7. Think about that. Okay. And this service can also handle multiple callers at once. Yeah. Okay. They can handle multiple languages. So the level of flexibility is just fantastic. Now, let me talk to you about the steps here. So, what do you look for in a virtual receptionist service? Let's talk about that. Now, it's really important to understand that all businesses are different, and so are their needs. Your business is different. Boss, you're listening to me right now. Your business is different from the other viewer. Okay. Therefore, you always want to look for a live virtual receptionist service that best suits your business needs, your specific business needs. Don't you go for generic services. Your business is not generic. Your business is not generic. I want you to say that. I want you to really believe it, that your business is not generic. So you really want to have a service that's customized, bespoke. Okay. You might want to consider the following: specialization, live answering services, access to the auto attendant, answer time, bilingual service, working hours, cost. Okay. Now let me break it down for you, because I know I've spoken too fast. I'm going to break it down for you. Specialization. So while having a virtual receptionist specialized in your industry is not always mandatory, it may help foster frequent and proactive communication, because the receptionist can anticipate common client queries and offer assistance proactively. And proactive communication can help boost your customer experience. What about live answering services? Well, some services actually use bots or digital recordings to reply to customers. This is often more affordable. However, having a real virtual receptionist is more desirable when a personal human feel is a priority. Access to the auto attendant. This ensures that you can update, add, and remove names from your company directory without waiting for a third party. Think about it. This is really important because confusion may arise when the directory is disorganized and outdated. I mean, think about the crazy experience your customers are having when they have a disorganized or outdated directory. Okay, so be very careful about that. What about the answer time? Make sure that you have a good answer time. Okay, you want folks to answer phone quickly, not have like callers be on the call for like forever. Whew, that's really crazy. Who likes that anyway? You who are listening to me right now, you don't like it. So why would you want your customers to like that? So please pick a virtual receptionist service that is fast. If they're bilingual, that's fine. If they have English and another language, that's fine too. If they work 24 hours, this is really fantastic. Now, let me really do a quick review here. And it's really important to understand that when we talk about live answering, we talk about virtual receptionists, sometimes those two terms are interchangeable, but they're not the same thing. There's a strong correlation between those two terms. That's true. But it's important to understand that, the quote unquote, the devil is in the details, so to speak. So live answering services and virtual receptionists are more alike. So live answering is a broad category that includes virtual receptionist services. However, virtual receptionists can be more flexible, handling a more comprehensive range of tasks. So with live answering services, phone operators answer phone calls in your brand name and respond to customers according to scripts. Scripts, that's the keyword. You write scripts. And live answering services will be a good fit if it's just about phone answering and you want to ensure that your phone calls get answered. On the other hand, if you need someone who can resolve simple queries, or tasks on their own, then virtual receptionist services will be a better choice. Okay, so what is really the best answering service for a small business? It really depends. It really depends because some small business owners are typically knee deep in activity, spending all their time running admin duties alongside a limited staff. So, what you want here is that you want to have a virtual receptionist that offers comprehensive back office outsourcing and answering services so that you are able to take up more core responsibilities, more revenue generating responsibilities. Okay, that way you are proving to have a cost-effective strategy when it comes to running your business. So you need to consider your current call volume, your admin needs, and answering service costs to determine your cost benefits. Okay, so in terms of some players out there that we have seen, you have Smith Eye, you have Nexa, you have a Ruby Receptionist, for example, you have AB Connect. Not AB, Abby Connect Receptionist. You have Posh Virtual Receptionist. So you have a lot of players in the industry. Okay, it really depends on what you're looking for. If you have a specific question about your industry, I want you to answer you just put it in the comment section below and let us know. We'll get back to you. We'll let you know which one is the best virtual receptionist for your specific sector. Before I close to this conversation, I just want to quickly let you know that there are different types of virtual receptionist services. Okay. And in this industry, you have several niches and sub niches. Obviously, we use the generic term virtual receptionist service. That's true. But within the industry, you have a lot of players, and things can get really granular here. So virtual receptionist and answering services operate in several ways. You have inbound services. So this involves handling incoming calls, messages, and other inbound services. You have outbound services. In addition to inbound services, some call center services send follow-up emails, assist with marketing campaigns, and they remind customers of scheduled meetings. You have automated. So customers interact with the chatbot or auto attendant in this type of answering service. So in that case, customers may be unable to get help with non-predetermined issues. You also have live answering services. Here, real humans interact with customers instead of bots. Okay. You have scripted call centers. So those actually rely on written scripts. For example, you may provide a sales script or customer service best practices for the agents to follow. And they have to follow that. Okay. It has to be methodical here. You have industry-specific call center services. So some call centers are specialized and only cater to certain industries. And a good example of an industry-specific virtual assistant company is you have a lot. We're not going to name names here because we have an entire show that's coming where we will be talking about all the players in the industry, the best in the industry. Okay, and then you have back office outsourcing. So back office outsourcing companies offer extensive assistance with voice and non-voice related tasks. Okay, this may include bookkeeping, data entry, scheduling consultations, and answering phone calls. So it's really, the bottom line here is what it really depends on what you're looking for. Okay, you can see that there is a varied typology when it comes to receptionist services, and it's all about what you're looking for. Just keep in mind that virtual receptionist services, they provide a brilliant opportunities for businesses of all sorts to connect with new and existing customers personally. That's the thing, personally. Okay, and this allows you and other players in the industry, other business owners, to maintain a professional image and create outstanding impressions. Okay, so whether you're a startup, boutique firm, small business, or e-commerce store, you have much to gain. Okay, just keep in mind that your solution might be different from the next solution. Okay, there's no one size fits all solution. Okay, this is very important. So when subscribing to a virtual reception service, consider all the features that I just gave you and only request those that you need. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I'll just explain to you how to choose a virtual reception service for your business. And so we spoke about, I gave you an overview and the approach. We talked about the decision, the steps you need to follow, and the review and the recap. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.